Welcome to FANMEN Beyond. I'm your host, DJ Gove.
Chris Davis.
How's it going, sir?
Doing well, sir. How are you?
Not bad. Okay, so let's get the elephant out of the room. So if you
I thought we did.
We did, yeah.
Usually here.
So if you're already a subscriber to the FANMEN Podcast Network, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Over the last 7 years, we've done hundreds of episodes. 3 of them actually might be pretty good.
There's moments.
So usually there's 3 of us. Obviously, you haven't heard Sean yet. So Sean is still around. However, Sean is just in a point now where he's super duper busy. His schedule's a mess. And he moved a little farther away. So we figured instead of being, I don't want to say disrespectful, but doing normal FANMEN episodes without Sean, because you probably get 3 out of every 4 or 4 out of every 5, just me and Chris, or Chris and I.
Sean's an OG FANMEN. We're still going to do the main show. However, in an effort to be more current, topical, and there's certain things that Lord knows there's places I want to go ranting on that Sean necessarily doesn't want to sometimes.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So this one
gives us another avenue.
Yeah, so we did a different show. I have to do one of these weekly for my own mental health. I'm tapped in the head basically. So this is good for me. So I like to run my mouth. So we came up with a new show. So we're going to cover some of the same stuff, but obviously you'll get more stories about especially a lot of the trips that Chris takes and a lot of the convention kind of stuff that I do. And we'll be more topical, hopefully, and maybe a little more, say some things we couldn't say on the other show because of what Sean does for a living and stuff like that. So yeah, so a little more raw, a lot more.
I think the biggest thing is just being sensitive to Sean's schedule on our own. There's things that you want to be able to talk about them when they happen, 100%. When things are occurring. You want to be able to be reactive to those things. And it's sometimes difficult to schedule.
Yeah. And instead of making him feel bad, for not being able to go see everything, we're just going to do this. So,
yeah. So this will fill in the gaps and we'll still do all the tentpole stuff with the original FANMEN. Sean will be part of all of that.
Yep.
Fatness, any of the big things like that.
Christmas, all that kind of stuff.
So we'll just be running both in tandem.
Exactly. Another big difference we're going to do is, obviously, you might have heard, we have a new theme song. And if you're listening to this on SoundCloud, Apple, wherever you have the stream subscribed, again, thank you. You can hop over to YouTube and check out our YouTube channel, because this one we're going to do videos for. So me and Chris will do a video podcast also, so that way we can do the clip cuts and put them on TikTok and Instagram and stuff, and just try to grow
all of those good things.
Grow the brand, so to speak. So we have a new logo. It's Chris and I, cartoon versions of us.
When it's time for the topless photos, we'll bring Sean back and
exactly.
We got to tease you.
Exactly.
Give a little taste, if you will.
Yeah. So we are going to get into stuff that's a little more, like I said, topical and in the now. We are a day or so late though, because last time we did this in true 80s movie fashion, we forgot to hook up the doll. So we did a whole episode and didn't hit the buttons. So, okay. So, lot of big movie news, pop culture movie stuff. So number one, if you listen to the show, a favorite series of ours is the John Wick movies. And the other day was 30 days out from the launch of Ballerina, the first John Wick universe sequel. And they just put all the dick on the table.
Just a massive news drop on multiple different fronts.
So much stuff.
Random text message from, if you're subscribed to the Wick text string of, hey, oh, by the way, we're just going to drop a documentary on the 9th.
Yeah.
Hey, you can pre-order tomorrow.
By the way, it's hilarious when you have your phone hooked up to something at work and you're in a meeting. It's text message from John Wick.
Yeah. It delights Harley every time it pops up on the screen when I'm driving.
Yeah. So, number one, we have a documentary that is coming out about the making of John Wick 1, which is probably 4 years too late, but I'm in.
The beauty of it is they had all the footage and they're able to use it as a teaser piece for everything that is to come.
Yeah.
Right? So, aptly titled Wick is Pain.
Because it wasn't an easy getting this thing done.
No, on the night before shooting?
Yeah.
They fell 5 or 6 million short, and they're going to get into that whole
You'd figure a Keanu Reeves movie would be, easy.
It was a niche movie trying to do, Hollywood loves established brands.
They do.
Die Hard 7. Keanu wants to play McClane's adopted kid. Fine. We got that.
That's true.
We can find another Gruber and we're good to go. Yeah. This is so wait, they killed his dog and stole his car.
I mean, I'm guilty. When this thing first came out, I'm like, okay, so he killed Keanu Reeves' dog, and he what? Like, why is this in the theaters? Like, and I went and saw it, and I was like, oh shit,
adored every minute of it. I was always a huge Ian McShane fan.
Oh yeah, I love
So
Ian
as soon as you have him in a key role,
I love Ian McShane.
no, they put together a killer cast. It's going to be interesting getting into the inner workings. Like, this is as much an Ava Longoria movie as it is a Keanu movie, because it literally doesn't happen without her.
Which is crazy. She had all that Desperate Housewives money.
Her production company, she was smart. She jumped in, took all that cash she made, and basically made herself a mini mogul. Started a production company, started a number of different things.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
So
I would do that, but I have no money.
she jumped in, and I'm sure they're going to get into this in the documentary. The irony of it is she only invested for one movie, did not take a piece of the pie. It was essentially a short-term loan.
Yeah.
Pay me back with 10 points and we're good.
Call it a day.
Yeah. I made $500,000 and no harm, no foul. It's got Keanu in it, so it should do fine. Oops. Yeah.
But that should be really. I hope they're going to like all like the. I mean, we've seen some like the choreography for the fights and stuff like that. We've seen him train with the weapons and everything. And
Expect to hear more about that next episode because that drops tomorrow.
yes. So we will do a breakdown of that. Also in Wick news, we're getting Wick 5.
Confirmed, and they've actually given you some details on that now. It is not going to be a high table story.
No, it's going to be something else.
Keanu is back.
Yep.
Not dead.
Not dead.
You know,
As everyone knew 30 seconds after you saw the last one.
The internet community is obviously up in arms in corners because they were the only
You
ones
thought
that
he was dead. You're dumb.
they didn't see McShane do everything but like wink and smile at the camera.
Seriously, yeah. It was like
They left it wide open. They did exactly what they needed to
100%.
in case it made all the money and it made
all the monies.
So
Also, I mean, we'll get into it later. I mean, the last one might have been the best one too. I loved the last one.
it's crazy to think. I liked 4 enough. We'll get into that.
Yeah,
we'll be talking about that later.
So all the money. So we're getting 5, which I mean, I was hoping for. You never knew if he was going to say, "Okay, I'm done," because he can do whatever he wants now. He's pushing
getting
for
a
some
little
other,
older.
He is, and he's pushing for some other stuff too. Like he's really, really up James Gunn's ass for a Constantine sequel.
Yep. He's on Broadway. We're taking Harley to go see him this fall.
Really?
Yeah. They're bringing back Bill and Ted.
Oh yes,
to do a play on Broadway.
But it's not Bill and Ted. I was all excited.
Oh no, it's nowhere near Bill and Ted.
I was kind of scared. It's like, is it like Bill and Ted on Ice? I'm in.
Nope.
No.
Nothing. Not even Bill and Ted adjacent.
Still, I mean, for me, that was a top 3
So
human interaction when I'm meeting him. That was
yeah.
so cool. Yeah, so he's got that. And then also you have an animated series, a prequel about like the uprising of the High Table.
So just kind of something that falls in between even before the Continental.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This is like the High Table. This is like, who knows how far back this goes. I mean, this could go ancient Egypt for all I know.
Very cool.
It could be some cool, crazy shit to make an anime style.
Do they have any timing on that?
It's in production now. So, I mean, animation takes a little while, but
nice. I'm
thinking like, I remember back in the day, they did like the Animatrix and just plug some holes. That was kind of cool. So just give me something, even if it's half as good as that, I'm in, Okay. And then there's another one that you told me about that was, I didn't see the press for.
They just confirmed and dropped the news Tuesday.
Okay.
That there is another offshoot movie coming out of the Wick universe. They are doing a Kane standalone movie.
Yes, Donnie Yen.
So Donnie Yen coming back to star in and direct. And I apologize, I can't place the actress's name, but the daughter of the
who was in
operator of the Continental in Okinawa.
What did she do right after that? Didn't she do something for Marvel?
She popped up in something else. I can't remember if it was Marvel or not. I will look as we go.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm in.
That's
all
in pre-production now.
All in.
I believe it's going to be going into full production later this year. So you could have that as early as next year as well.
Donnie Yen's a good action director.
Yeah.
The IP Man movies are great.
Yeah, it's very much from the write-up, it's going to be more of an Americanized action movie.
Yeah.
So probably more in the Wick vein. More of your gung fu.
Yeah, gung fu,
kind of stuff.
Not as many swords. All of them will have a sword. So, so I mean, just and then again, we're less than a month out from Ballerina, which looks spectacular.
God, yeah, we're like 3 weeks out.
Yeah.
Have you been doing your training? Because I know the app keeps sending me stuff saying train to be part of the
I don't have time I don't think I've eaten 3 meals in a day in probably like a month. I've been so busy.
Yeah.
It's
the text messages from Mr. Wick have increased dramatically.
yeah. The last one I hopped on was when we had like all the little mini games to win the trip, and I didn't win jack shit.
So they're sending you more mini games now to collect
really?
coins to potentially win other prizes.
Okay.
As you lead up.
I got to do the mini games.
It unlocks little behind the scenes stuff. It's basically, they love using the hour head start.
It's phone
for
shuffa.
everything.
Yeah.
And then go on YouTube and you'll be able to see the same video content.
Yeah.
An hour later, but it's all good.
It's creative marketing.
Just keep sending it all to me.
I mean,
I'm good.
They're definitely not letting you forget that there's a movie coming out in 3 weeks.
No, that's really, God. So you're going to have Mission Impossible coming out shortly.
Yeah.
So when does Lilo, well, actually, you're going to have Lilo
and Stitch Mission Impossible
and Mission Impossible.
It's the same day. It's the same day.
I believe they call that counter programming in the.
They do. And I hate to say it, Lilo and Stitch is getting my money opening weekend. I'm not going to see Mission Impossible opening weekend.
Yeah, Lilo will do well. It's going to make a good amount of money. It ain't going to make Cruise money, but it'll do
I don't know. The last one fucking tanked.
The last Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
Was massive.
No.
Okay, now I get
It was
back.
bad.
Keep talking.
No, it was bad. Yeah, the last one did not do good at all. It was like people were thinking it was going to do like $1 billion plus, and it
nothing does $1 billion anymore. That's the fact that people still think that there's going to be Avengers Endgame money anywhere when half the theaters have closed and nobody goes anymore.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Well, I think when they do it, I wonder if they include your digital pre-orders and your at-home stuff with that now.
They never do when they're talking about it. They just say it's a failure. They always leave out the stuff that's already licensed to foreign markets, to physical media, to streamers.
Yeah.
So it's always...
Yeah, no, the last Mission Impossible, from what I remember, just did not do...
571 million worldwide.
Which for Mission Impossible is that's a horrible intake for a Mission Impossible movie because...
Horrible intake. It's also the 6th sequel. It was the 7th Mission Impossible.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but like, was it like you go back to like Ghost Protocol, whatever, it did like a fucking shit ton of money.
Was that pre-pandemic?
Yeah, that's true.
That's 2018.
Yeah, but yeah, you're talking about the man who saved the movie theaters.
Yeah. He brought it back.
He did.
Tom has been the one bankable thing.
And I remember, I think the opening weekend stateside, it was like the third movie or something like that.
Yep, it's and Mission Impossible 8. They're saying a $300 million budget
before movie math kicks in.
Yeah. So they're gonna have to do at least what they did just to break even.
Just to break even, yeah. So maybe that's so it may not have like lost fucking $100 million, but it probably barely broke even. Yeah. And then this one, you probably had extra costs on top of it because you had push delays. He broke his ankle. You probably had some insurance money in there.
I'm surprised he didn't kill himself on this one.
Did you see him
hanging off planes?
Did you see the clip of him breaking his ankle?
Yes.
Holy shit, that looked like it hurt. He just runs and jumps and just jams it right into a fucking building.
And he still was able to climb up and run away.
He's a fucking monster.
It's like,
he's a beast, man.
Understand. That's why why the ballerina is dating him now.
He's a vampire.
That's really what it is. Not for a long time, but I'm sure he could do it again.
Yeah, I mean, I am excited. Like, summer movie season this year is actually, it's got like a handful of shit I actually want to see.
When I look at a Mission Impossible, I was talking to my wife about this just the other night. I saw Mission Impossible 1 before I started dating her.
I was in high school.
So you're going back...
almost 30 years?
I was dating her 27. Yeah.
Almost 30 years.
Pushing 30 years ago.
That's fucking crazy.
So to think, we're talking about disappointments in the last couple of years. He's had a 30-year movie franchise. Off of borrowed IP.
I know, but
it's crazy.
Everyone only cares what you did for me lately.
Crazy.
It's all recency bias.
The people online like to.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's not my money. I view it the same way I view sports. I don't care. Pay them. I just want to see a good product.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No, I'll check it out, but it's like, so, because like we're going to talk about the first summer movie came out. All right. We're going to talk about that in a second, but
yeah,
you do have some good stuff. Mission Impossible, Lilo, some other Marvel movies, which I'm Luke on, but
it's, you know what we have had. It's actually a little bit of a blessing in disguise that we lost the first recording because there has been tie-ins to that first summer tentpole movie now that leads right into the Lilo.
So before we get into that, so speaking of, first, another thing that kicks off summer movie season is free comic book day is a big thing. We're still comic people. We don't collect as much as we used to.
Not nearly the volume
No, either
that I used to. I'm more on the periphery.
But Free Comic Day, it's a great day for local shops. It's a great day for kids and people new to the hobby or just that normally can't afford to go hard into the hobby. And everyone does a lot of cool stuff, especially around here. We have a lot of local comic shops.
We have a lot of local artists here too.
We do.
We're very fortunate that in this area, you have some massive names that are in the New England / New York area.
Yeah. And then
if you want to stretch it out to the Snyders and all that in the New York area.
100%. Granted, Snyder didn't come down here to draw drawings for us, but
Snyder, I think he's moved beyond.
He's moved. But we do the Hall of Comics in beautiful Westford, Massachusetts that we talk about all the time. They had a big favorite artist of ours and the kids especially, Chrissy Zulo was there this year. Chrissy Zulu Uminga now.
Yeah.
Nice
catch.
I got to throw the third name on there.
Yeah, you got to throw the third name. She's signing it.
Supposed to be both of them, but Chris double booked himself.
Yeah.
I'll give him shit for it next time.
Is he at HorrorCon?
Yep. But we which I'm sure he fucking cleaned up at, but so we were lucky enough to get on the list for sketches. So we both yours is yours, mine's mine. I'm not buying my kid nothing anymore. She's 23. She can buy her own sketches. But we got some beautiful artwork done. Your daughter got
Rhea Ripley. She went with another wrestler.
Yeah.
She loves screwing with these people when they're there for oddball sketches. It's nothing easy. Like, can you draw me Wolverine or X-23 or something like that? No.
I like to do too. I gave her an option. So I was like, if you want to go super obscure, I want the daughter from Bionic 6, Meg Bennett, which was an 80s cartoon that I loved. I was like, and if not, then I told her to do me a Bob. But she said, fuck it. And she did the Meg Bennett.
Nice.
And
she tends to leave I want them to do a VSQ jam piece for me in the worst way, but she tends to leave those toward Chris.
Yeah.
Chris loves doing the VSQ.
Yeah. And
she'll do female wrestlers.
Yeah.
She doesn't screw with the guys at all.
Her female characters are pretty iconic. So mine came out gorgeous. I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, Harley was over the moon.
Yeah, like we talked about, I was like, I went to MegaCon and I had media passes. So I was in the building before her and Chris were, and I still couldn't get on that list.
I told you, the only time I've gotten on was for San Diego last year. And that's only because we had preview night passes.
Yeah.
We were there Wednesday afternoon at like 3 when it opened and made a beeline to Chris and Chrissy, and I was still the last person on the list.
That's hilarious.
So.
But yeah. But, did you pick up any of the free books this year?
We were in and out of there so quickly, I didn't even grab a book.
There's a new Mega Man book coming out, so I grabbed that. Mega Man's my boy, so I was like, I'll check this out, because I guess it was like a first appearance of a new robot in there.
I've seen some of the pictures and stuff like that.
There's some cool books.
It's a tough market right now.
It is.
Where, unless you have Absolute in the title and Snyder as the writer, there's not a heck of a lot.
Or if it's something kiddie that,
Yeah, the numbers are way down. It's like the Snyder of it all. And then there's just a massive drop off. Even the Hush reboot brought back the original team.
It's not doing nearly the numbers you thought it was going to.
No, Golden Apple had this amazing cover set because they did so many variants.
Yeah, so many.
And they had a 1 in 608 tying into the original first appearance of Hush that was signed by Loeb and Lee. It was this crazy package that Golden Apple was selling for like $1,000. Just last week, I got another email that, hey, if you're still interested, well, $500.
Oh,
they can't get rid of the variants that they have.
The variant thing is they need to pump the fucking brakes on the variant bullshit. It's getting ridiculous.
The problem is they don't have anybody. That's the only thing selling.
Yeah, that and facsimiles.
Your main copy, and even those, like you're not cracking 100,000.
Well, no, I mean you do on the big ones. I think like your giant size X-Men stuff like that. But like when you start doing like first appearance of the Mirror Master, no one gives a fuck.
But like Batman used to do 500,000.
Yeah,
you're talking a fraction of it, and all of your costs have gone up.
Yeah,
which is why your creative teams aren't what they used to.
Yeah, I'd say they did like a lot of them. They did to themselves because for a while there, especially on the Marvel side, they were just basically printing dog shit with pictures. It was horrible.
Yeah, that's Marvel now.
Yeah,
they don't have any talent, and there's already rumblings that Capullo's contract's almost up. He's going to be done his Wolverine run.
Yeah,
and then he's going to run back and hang with his buddy again.
You are absolutely fucked.
Because Snyder's contract with DC, they get re-upped him for years.
Yeah.
This isn't ending anytime.
Oh, yeah. So absolute Batman who laughs?
Is that
coming?
They're just going to let him go and take the story in this whole new direction.
There you go. I've read at least the first 2 of all the absolutes so far. I don't care for the Flash. I don't care for the Green Lantern one, which is funny. Yeah. My boy. The Martian Manhunter one's kind of cool.
I didn't do Green Lantern or Manhunter. I've been doing Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman,
which I
Batman are the two
enjoyed.
best.
Batman was excellent.
Yep.
I like what they're doing with the free storyline so far, so I'm curious to see what comes out of that. I read The Flash. I don't know where it's going yet.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'll go a couple more issues just to see, but I just don't know where it is yet. I'll see the Hush storyline through. The art's gorgeous because you have Lee doing interiors for the first time in forever. Actually, since the last time Lee did an interior, I believe, was Detective 1000 for Kevin's story.
Yeah. But like with any regularity, it was that Hush run.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to get variant covers from him all the time because he still likes to draw, but
I fucking love Jim Lee. He's like one of my favorites.
Yeah,
he might be my favorite.
They're doing whatever they can. They really, hate to say it, no pressure, James Gunn, but they really need the movies to drum up interest in
to go nuts, really.
Yeah.
You have to have a character pop up. I mean, obviously Superman has to, but you have to have a character pop off these, like, Hawk Girl or Metamorpho or someone.
There's going to be a bunch of comic tie-ins to the movie.
Yep.
So you got the whole Summer of Superman coming.
The figures are already getting pre-ordered. Walmart already has the t-shirt. So.
And you know what? The only Superman thing that I cared about that I've seen pop up lately is that original 77 Superman Funko of Christopher Reeves coming out of the telephone booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't get the Superpowers Fortress of Solitude playset?
No, I did not. No. I still have my original. Well, I have the Hall of Justice.
Yeah, I know. I will
playset up there, but
yeah, I grabbed one of those. Yeah, I'm done with the Funko Pop shit, just because they just everyone's raising their prices, obviously, but that one might have to get bought just because Chris Reeves is my guy.
It's insane. You can walk into any Target and the shelves are overflowing.
Loaded.
Overflowing.
Yeah.
So.
But so Free Comic Day was great. I will say and I don't know why I never knew this. I found out I didn't know stores have to pay for those fucking things.
Oh yeah, they buy all those copies.
Dog shit.
That's none of them. I mean, they're covering all of that cost.
That's such bullshit.
Just to draw people into the store.
Just to pull people in.
Yep.
Which is why I always go in and try to buy something. That's the thing too. If you go into LCS, even if it's like Batman Day, or whatever, just at least pick up something. Like at least contribute a little bit.
A wall book or something.
Yeah. I didn't buy anything that day. I felt like shit. But literally the afternoon before, I went and dropped off my sketch money, and they had a gorgeous first Justice League Dark, which I have like a shitty one. So I got that. I bought that off the wall. But
I was talking to the boys. I'm very impressed with what they have going on the wall.
They're killing. They
have so many keys.
My Dream Book's on the wall, and I tried to buy it, and Jake wouldn't give me the 25% off.
And they have raw keys in high grades. Like you don't have to be walking in and buying a 9.2.
Yeah.
Or anything like that, right? So
not to get off track. So I know you have some fucking crazy books and like some real when you're buying like keys, like what's your target? Do you have like a target number you look for? Like
in terms of price?
No, like in terms of grade. Like what's good enough for you?
I generally try to stay like 7 and above.
Okay. I'm like a 6.5 guy.
Yeah. 7,
6.5 with a good cover is cool enough for me. Because for me, that's where the monetary line is also.
And that's kind of where I target. Like if I'm buying one raw, I want to make sure that it's going to grade at least that, right?
Yeah.
Because that's where there's still some meat on the bone.
Yeah.
And it's so subjective in that range. Like you got something that you look at that they could have a raw grade as a 7. You get the right person at CDC, that could come back an 8.
Yeah.
An 8.5.
Yeah.
A little cleanup. So I try to play in that area. The dollars get to be too great when you start jumping to some of the other ones.
When you get to 8,
you're paying
fucking nuts.
And the top end of the market is you're paying more when it's at that grade. As soon as it starts dropping, you're losing more.
Yeah.
Right off the bat too, where those mids tend to hold.
Yeah.
They present really well. They look great and they tend to hold their value.
They had a first Mr. Miracle on the wall, and I was like, oh, I might scoop that.
Book.
Me too. And Chris was like, there's a staple missing. I'm like, fuck. So I was at home. I was all fucking drinking on the couch, fucking around, and I found the guy at eBay who called it Miracle Man. And I got a gorgeous 6.5 Miracle Man for like $85 CGC already. So
there you go.
The cover presents very nice. So yeah, although I love the New God. So I already have a first Granny Goodness. I have a first Barda.
It's a great cover too.
Oh yeah, it's fucking Kirby. It's the king. Okay, sorry, we got off track. So
no, you're good.
Big thing this week was summer movie season started and the Thunderbolts came out.
Yay!
Asterisk. Fuck you. We'll get into that. So Thunderbolts came out. It's the first Marvel movie in a little while, and it's been a hot minute, right?
Well, February.
Oh yeah, fair. I always forget about that movie. Why? Because that movie fucking sucked. That movie, like
the cherry blossoms looked awesome.
Yeah, they were. Who gives a fuck?
That was the best. I love cherry blossoms.
A Hulk would have vaporized Sam Wilson. We won't get into that. So the Thunderbolts came out. It's not the Thunderbolts that you know from the comics. It's not even fucking close, right? I think at one point in time, U.S. Agent was a Thunderbolt, like the third or fourth team, but
it's much like everything. They just take the title from the comics.
It's who did you have contract options for, and you can throw in a movie. It's a bunch of people that punch and kick. So we both saw it. I saw it before Saturday. We were in Boston to see Dogma. Kevin Smith was in town. I decided to check it out. You saw it over the weekend as well. Overall, high level impressions. What did you think of the movie, like in a vacuum?
Generally watchable. I enjoyed it for what it was. It's very much connective tissue. It's not.
Which pissed me.
You don't. And that's my biggest complaint with most of the Marvel things recently.
Why does it have to be connective tissue?
It's all of it is just to kind of kick the can down the road a little bit further.
We'll get to.
I'm a big Florence Pugh fan, so the fact that she was the centerpiece of the entire movie, I was fine with that.
She kind of tour de force this fucking thing.
Yeah, no, she was great in this whole thing. From the first scene you see her right until the last scene. I mean, she is the focal point. So that was fine. The bait and switch with the name,
we'll get to that. Yeah.
Kind of weird, and it only exists to get you like it. It feels like now we got to take a step back because the Cap movie wasn't supposed to come out this year.
This was like 3 years ago, right?
That should have been at least a year or two ago.
Yeah,
right. And they had to
right after the show.
Times.
Yeah,
so it's a little more clunky. I guarantee you, they had to go back in and add the one line, taking the dig at it. They probably did.
Yeah.
Pickups there or something. It didn't seem to serve much of a purpose other than to just kind of place these characters in a certain spot. Like you see, well, there's no need to bury the lead. It's everywhere now. I mean,
they're calling them the new Avengers.
The new Avengers.
Which, let me go on a little tangent, and you can correct me, obviously. So
sure.
The fact that now, so in the comics, right, there's been a lot of Avengers, just like in DC, there's been a lot of Justice League members, right? However, when there's all these extra Avengers, you still have Iron Man, Captain America. Those guys are always still around for the most part.
You usually have at least one of the tentpoles.
Yeah,
like when you want West Coast Avengers, like you had a couple of the tentpoles and then you'd fill in around it, right?
The fact in the movie is this, everybody is a fucking Avenger. M'Baku is a fucking Avenger. It's like, no, he's a fucking bad guy. It's like, this is ridiculous. Like everyone, like, who the fuck gave, like when, like all of a sudden like, now the US government can classify people as Avengers? No, it's fucking stupid.
Now the Avengers are employees of the U.S. government.
So fucking stupid. I hate it. I fucking hate that. The name is stupid.
You've essentially gone back to Civil War type theory, but
it's like if there's two of them in a fucking room, it's the Avengers all of a sudden.
Pretty much.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Let's break down character by character. So we already talked about White Widow, right? Florence Pugh. She is like, I didn't realize how nasty she was. She is so fucking good. She's amazing.
She's excellent in this.
She's amazing. And I'm not gonna I'm a very shallow man with this. Like she's kind of grown me. Like she's pretty fucking sexy, man. Like she has everything. She has
whatever the it factor.
She has it. Yeah.
Yeah. The camera loves her.
Oh yeah. It's awesome. She was excellent in this movie. The character was excellent in this movie because they did a good job of carrying forward like the pain from losing Natasha and stuff like that. Like that's still deep in her.
This is very much it's a mental health movie.
It is.
It's very much a mental health movie.
Well, I was going to get to that when we get to Sentry. So as someone who, I have some wiring problems. We're not going to fucking hide that. I did appreciate that, but I kind of liked how they kind of did like almost like they almost kind of did like Demon in a Bottle with her kind of in a way.
Oh, a little bit. Certainly.
Yeah. So I do like that. So White Widow, A+ character. One thing that they did that they should have done in the fucking shitty Black Widow movie, another horrible Marvel movie, is right off the bat, they waxed Taskmaster.
Yeah, I get it. It's a cannon fodder character. You don't need it. The character looks cool on screen.
Yeah, but they fucked it up because it wasn't Taskmaster.
No.
Like, they had to do the fucking stupid gender swap shit and everything for no reason.
They screwed it up. You had a movie called Civil War that wasn't Civil War.
I know. I know. It's so frustrating.
You've kind of retconned all this stuff.
So good. So she's dead. Give me the real one eventually.
Yeah.
Gone. So A+ move killing that shitty fucking version of that character. Red Guardian. Excellent.
Harbor can do anything.
I love David Harbour.
He's hilarious in that role. He plays the part so good. And the fact that, again, it plays into Yelena's broken childhood and all that.
Forced family.
They're bringing the family issues into it, the whole thing.
And I mean, we all know how much I love the man's Santa Claus. It's just kind of like a little bit of an extension of that. So
yeah. And when you get the full circle thing where, I think we talked about this on our aborted recording, you can tell there were pickups for the cutscene.
Oh, yeah.
Because he totally looks like you just took the cop outfit off him from Stranger Things. And, oh, look, it's Hopper.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll get, the cutscene. Okay, next up is U.S. Agent. So when the fuck I don't remember in the show him having super soldier serum.
He did. I mean, that's right out of the comic books.
Well, I know that.
They were creating...
But it's like a shittier version of it. Well, the thing is super soldier, it's like, it enhances everything that's good about you, and Steven Rogers was the best of everything.
God, it was like paint by numbers. There was a lot of exposition in this where they were having to explain a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
And to the point where they use that exact line, right? Like, you have super soldier serum to Steven Rogers, you get Captain America.
Yeah. Yeah.
You give it to a piece of shit,
you get a piece of shit.
You get this.
I'm going to give him a C. I like Russell Wyatt, like obviously, or Wyatt Russell. I love his dad, obviously. He's good in some other stuff. U.S. Agent's supposed to be a character that you don't care about.
Yeah.
But I'm getting sick of this everyone's a Captain America thing. It's like everyone's either a widow or a Captain America, and I'm kind of getting fucking sick and tired of it. Just recast Steve Rogers, for fuck's sake. Like, just stop. Stop the fucking bullshit. Give me the real Captain America or fuck off with all this stuff.
It's gotten to the point where it's big enough where Evans just doesn't need it. He's made so much.
So just recast it. Give me Steve fucking Rogers.
Where you've made such an effort to bring back all of the other ones.
Well, he's coming back. He's coming back in the new one, but he's gonna be a different character.
This isn't like we had Terrence Howard for.
Yeah, he's gonna be Nomad or Captain Hydra or some shit.
Pause on the Nomad shit.
Okay.
For 1 second.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Because nobody looked more like Nomad than Bucky on the goddamn motorcycle.
Yes.
That was the hair's flowing. He's got the glasses. He's got the whole thing. I'm like, if they call him Nomad,
yeah, no shit.
That was gonna piss me off.
I thought they were gonna do it. Let's go to Bucky. Oh, did you have a thought on U.S. Agent? I gave him like a C.
I'm fine with the character. He was there again, I think, for let's lean right into the mental health thing there. Like, there's a broken person.
Yep.
Like, he's trying to find his way back to, like, you needed demons for all of these people?
Yeah.
Like, Red Guardian, you really don't. Like, he knows what, I'm like, Yelena's dealing with shit.
Yeah.
Agent's dealing with shit. Obviously, when we get to Sentry. He was fine. You could have done it without him.
Yeah. I guess you just need some muscle or whatever.
You need a Captain America proxy for the new Avengers.
I'm so fucking sick of it. Yeah, we'll get to the Avengers thing. So, Ghost, have no idea where the fuck this character is. I mean, my only thing is they needed a character and a couple of scenes to be able to get through a wall, so they put Ghost in the movie.
Yeah, I didn't mind Ghost in the show. I mean, the Ghost is fine. Ghost appeared in Ant-Man?
Ant-Man 2.
2.
Horrible
the
bad
characters,
guy.
But it's totally one of those where they're doing it just to. You can tell they seeded a lot of the other movies to get to this point.
Yeah.
It's in terms of the character, I didn't really bump into it that much, but she didn't really do a ton, right? So, no, I was okay with it. It was fine.
Fucking phone call. I'm so sick of spam calls.
Oh.
I love it when you get the text message from the spam place. You can tell them to go fuck themselves. It's the best.
Somebody was trying to blow up my phone before. I don't know what the hell it was.
Okay, so here's another thing too. I kind of feel bad. So I'm kind of getting sick of Bucky Barnes. He's in too much of this shit. He's not a main character. He's not an Iron Man. He's not a Thor. He's not a Captain America. It's like,
he's connective tissue.
It's so like nothing against Sebastian Stan. I like Sebastian Stan, but like I'm just so fucking bored of the Bucky shit.
It's a way of tying it into, you had a reason to have him there.
And now he's like a senator or whatever. Fuck, shut up.
Right?
So stupid.
It was a way to backdoor another character in.
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna give the Bucky stuff a C. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, he didn't really do a
Ghost
ton.
gets a D.
I mean, you
Bucky
get
gets
the
a C.
for the visual. I'll go a B minus or a B just because you get the Nomad visual.
Yeah. One character they did nail was Sentry though. Sentry is not a lot of people know Sentry, so it's another like weird pull. It's a newer character too. Like it's not like he doesn't go way back. It's like I think Jay Lee created him, right? Jay Lee created him.
Was it that recent?
I think so. But what is they try to create, they're trying to create a Superman basically. And they accidentally pick a fucking drug addict with schizophrenia.
He's the one that actually survived.
Yeah. And it goes bad. So again, fun timing. They do Sentry and they just killed him in the comics. Because he can't control the bad anymore, so Thor just fucking annihilates him. But
created by Paul Jenkins and Jay Lee. Yeah.
So it was like early 2000s?
Look at that. 2000.
There you go.
First appeared in 2000.
We get it right once in a while here.
They did a good job on the overall image.
They did. They
had the belt buckle.
Yeah, they did have the belt buckle. The belt buckle was key.
I mean, they had that prepped. It was kind of...
They did do their stupid Marvel suit lines, though. I'm going to get sick of it.
It made me chuckle when they found the paperwork with all the drawings and the markups. It's like somebody doing a head study before they did the actual book.
Yeah.
But this character, it's one of those... There was a lot of just storytelling without a lot of action in this movie. Like, you don't get to Sentry being Sentry.
Even the Sentry, like, even that, though, it's not even like really a fight. There's no like big bad fight in this.
No.
Which is good. I mean, I guess in a way it's good. There's no CGI fuckfest.
The Void. I mean, you get but that's not... It's more people fighting with themselves.
Yeah, exactly. There's no like cloud in the sky or fucking aliens falling out of the roofs and shit like that. So
no, we'll get to that.
Yeah, that was kind of
probably
cool.
In the next movies.
But yeah, so I mean, overall, I'm gonna give the movie. I'm gonna give the movie like an 85. Or how do you want to score stuff on? We had to figure this. We didn't talk about this ahead of time. So normally we do like, you want to do like 5 stars. You want to do 1 out of 10. How do you want to score?
I like a 10-point scale.
Okay,
I like a little more wiggle room.
So we use the FANMEN Beyond 10-point scale. I'm gonna go 8.5.
Oh, you're a little nicer than I am. I'm gonna go 7.5.
Okay,
I'm gonna give it like a C.
So I'm going 8.5.
B minus.
Up until there's 60 seconds left in the movie. After that, I'm going down to a 3.5. The new Avengers thing drove me fucking batshit. And let's get into the fucking post-credit scenes, because this really fucking chapped my ass. This Fantastic Four shit is gonna suck. I am so fucking sick of this already.
Why? Yeah, we haven't talked about this.
So number one, spoilers ahead. If the cut scene is that they catch on the satellite, which by the way, you have it sounds like you have competing Avengers teams going on. Like Sam Wilson has his group of people, which I don't know what people are left for him to have, by the way.
They're alluding to that.
If he doesn't have Bucky, who the fuck does he have? Ant-Man?
We know Jeremy Renner's not in it because they won't pay him.
They won't pay him. So you have Ant-Man in theory?
I mean, you have the play where you could bring in the Haley Steinfeld, Hawkeye.
Okay,
There's
yeah.
other
So you
players
have Kate Bishop?
Yeah.
You have Kate Bishop and Ant-Man. That's a fucking hell of a team right there. But they captured the shuttle of the Fantastic Four.
You know Spider-Man's going to be there.
Yeah,
There's times where Spider-Man's kind of played in that world too.
So you basically already know what's going to happen in Fantastic Four. Galactus is going to come. He's going to eat that cool 1950s world, and the 4 of them are going to escape and leave everyone else behind. So the Fantastic Four is going to chicken shit out and only think about themselves and ditch their entire fucking planet to come play Secret Wars in the MCU. I've had rants on the main show about this. The fact that Pedro Pascal could even shave his fucking mustache pisses me off. The fact that she's pregnant and you're rushing Franklin into the whole thing pisses me off. I'm not high on Fantastic Four, and I love the fucking Fantastic Four.
It's the look and feel. It feels appropriate for the time. They're going back to like OG.
We
early
talked
Fantastic
about it.
Four.
Just why the fuck you didn't just keep that and done like Mole Man or something instead of rushing into Galactus and you could have just
nobody cares about. They shelved Fantastic Four for so long.
But you could have done the same thing with X-Men and had like 1960s X-Men original team kind of. You could have just kept going. You could have started a whole new MCU.
You can, but to make them for $200 million to just the core fans, The only reason those movies made $1 billion is because you found a reason to get my wife there.
Yeah.
To get my mom to go see a movie too. You're not going to make those numbers.
This Doomsday Secret Wars thing is going to fucking suck. It's going to
It'll
suck.
make a bunch of money just because of the people that are tied to it.
How funny would it be if like Fantastic Four bombs?
It's, I don't even know if funny is the right word. I think there's a high probability that it's not going to make the kind of money they're talking about.
The Pedro Pascal thing really pisses me off. Like, I like Pedro Pascal, but he's everything. He's the fucking Mandalorian. He's fucking Last of Us. It's like, but the fact is, like, dude, you couldn't have shaved. You probably got paid $25 million. You couldn't have shaved.
He is that guy. Understand with 100% certainty, if he's got the mustache on there, it's because Feige wanted him to have the mustache. Nobody dictates to Marvel.
Fuck them. I'm so sick of this shit. Like, please, God, Superman be good so I can talk about a different movie franchise. So I'm just trying to check their opening weekend.
For the Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
70-something?
That's not bad.
No.
It's not bad for a movie full of characters that no one really gives a shit about. The other thing, too, is you still had fucking Sinners making a shit ton of money, too. Sinners is fucking killing it.
Yeah, they're doing well. Thunderbolts,
but then you went ahead and again, the money they're spending is fucking ridiculous. So you had giant billboards like in LA and New York. So you changed it from, New York was easy because it was a digital one, right? So you changed it from Thunderbolts to New Avengers. And then 3 days later, Stitch ripped the fucking poster down.
That's the beauty of it, right?
God bless
So they're
Stitch.
not tying the marketing just to one movie.
No, yeah.
So nobody's making money on the back end because now they're just retconning all the advertising.
Yeah. I mean, God bless. I mean, at least they kept on brand that Stitch's fucking stuff up because I love Stitch so much.
Disney is spending a ton of money trying to insert Stitch into as much as possible because it's been a hot minute since that movie came out.
Oh, it has been. But the thing is, like, if you ever go to, we go to the parks all the time. You know, they sell so much Stitch shit. Stitch is not forgotten. Kids love Stitch.
But as we've seen with all the movies, there's a difference between loving it and actually leaving your house to go see something.
This is true. I mean, if you go to Walmart now, Walmart has these giant pallets of like assorted Stitch merchandise, and they're already getting hammered. So I think they're in good shape.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll be curious.
Yeah. So basically, in roundup, so a bunch of new Wick stuff coming out. We're very happy for. The Thunderbolts was okay. Fuck the Fantastic Four. Fuck Secret Wars. God bless Lilo and Stitch. That's kind of where we're at, right?
Yeah, that's good enough. I'll go with it.
We're gonna try to go see Stitch. We'll see. I think we can combo that. We can
May 23rd.
Yeah,
sound right?
So come out the night before. So I'm sure we can figure something out.
Yeah,
go grab a cocktail somewhere with the kids, and not obviously don't feed the kids. Well, I can feed my kid cocktails. You can't feed yours. Yeah, although your kid wouldn't get carded, mine still does.
That's true. Yeah, yours just becomes like an angry dwarf.
It's a fucking hilarious dynamic, isn't it?
It's No, it's you got a nice little run. And that opening weekend, that'll be fun to watch those two. But it's all getting to June 6th for me.
Oh, yes. No, Ballerina's the big fish.
Like once we'll get by Memorial Day weekend. And
I mean, Ballerina's probably the biggest movie I care about this summer. I know it is for you, so.
Oh, certainly, just because I like that world. Honestly, in order, it's probably Ballerina, Mission Impossible, and then Lilo.
For me, it's
because I have a love-hate. It looks like they're doing the Lilo thing right? But I still have the same problem. Like, you're giving me the same fucking movie. You just put humans in it.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing. And when you gave me a Mulan, you didn't give me a fucking dragon, so fuck off.
I know, because you know what's crazy with that too? So I played the Disney card game, and the one thing we always thought was that because they were releasing the game in Japan and China.
Yeah.
So China, if anyone doesn't know, Disney's Mulan, China hates Mushu. They find it super disrespectful.
Yes. That was put in, there's the idea of a dragon that just spews out pop culture shit.
Yeah. We love Mushu. My kid wants a Mushu tattoo. It's like her favorite character.
Of course, it's Eddie.
But this current set, they did a Mushu card in the card game finally. I use it in my red silver deck. He's a fucking beast. So that was nice. Live action Mulan was fine. I mean, the live action's always been hit or miss. We're coming off of Snow White just absolutely just shitting the bed.
For a million different reasons.
So much that they canceled Rapunzel because they did the same shit with Rapunzel. I'm trying to find
Hey, I got a thought. How about an original idea?
Oh, 100%.
Stop farming the same thing and trying to.
give me a live action sequel.
all they're doing now is trying to pump our kids
That's
for
what
money from the stuff that they watched when they were kids. That's
true. I mean, there's a Pixar movie coming up this summer called Elio, which is a little kid who's like obsessed with aliens and he gets abducted by aliens. That looks very cute. Pixar usually kills it with the original stuff though.
yeah.
So we got Lilo and Stitch, Mission Impossible, Ballerina. Oh, fucking I know what you did. I'm stoked for I know what you did it last summer.
Oh yeah. Well, Sarah's back. Oh no,
No, Sarah's dead. Jennifer Hewitt's back. One of the original Mount Rushmore heads.
Yep.
And actually, I'm kind of stoked for Final Destination. That looks pretty good. The new Predator looks okay. Oh, How to Train Your Dragon. Another
looks
live action
interesting,
remake.
but you just listed off 4 movies that I'll never leave my couch to go see.
No,
I will see them in August when they come out on streaming.
That's the age gap, right?
Yeah.
Those were my high school movies. Oh, I'm going to see Jurassic World. I don't really care anymore though.
No,
It's Superman.
The biggest
Superman's the number one.
Superman's the big one for me.
It's Superman. It's Superman, Ballerina, and Stitch are my 3.
The draw on Jurassic World is probably Scarlett playing, Lara Croft.
Yeah, and another it's a summer movie. It's Happy Gilmore, but we can watch that at home.
Yeah, that's a Netflix thing. Yeah.
And then actually, I'm kind of stoked for it too. I'm kind of stoked for The Naked Gun.
It looks better than it has any right to be.
100%. It just seems like, and Seth MacFarlane, obviously, some people love him, some people hate him. I tend to love his live action stuff. I loved A Million Ways Down. I love Ted.
Liam Neeson looks like he's absolutely hilarious in this.
It is, and I love the fact that even in the trailer, they just nuked the pre-boots or whatever you want to call them. It's every character in that movie. Their dad's on the wall.
That's it. It's
everyone's kid.
It's
everyone's son and daughter.
and we're going to do the same thing over again.
And we're going
for the next generation.
We're going to just take jabs at everybody. So I'm all in on Naked Guns. That's probably my top 5. It's Superman, Stitch, Ballerina, no particular order, Naked Gun, and what was the one I just said? Fuck. It's probably Happy Gilmore.
Final
honestly.
Destination.
Oh yeah,
Happy
I
Gilmore
know you did last summer. That's what it is. But again, that's the teenager in me wanting my stuff.
Yeah, I enjoyed that original one. It's just not.
I was like 13. She was she was like one of my original girls. It was a big deal,
Yeah.
So okay.
I get that.
So if you listen to the normal show, we've done a couple of different ways of ending episodes. We've done top 3 for a while, and then we went into Mount FANMEN. Mount FANMEN, I think, was the superior version of that. It came out great. But we're gonna save that for the main show. We're gonna try something else. So I reached deep into Chris's Catholic school background, and we're gonna do the 10. I don't know how to say it.
10 Fanmandments.
10 Fanmandments.
15
Fanmandments.
Yeah.
We'll workshop it.
10
Insert
commandments.
clip there.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do lists of 10. That's nothing new. Ranker does them and stuff like that. But coming off of Wick 5's coming out. So a lot of action movies get sequels. Some are good, some are bad. But what are the 10 best action movie sequels that we come across?
So we're just going to go with a nomination.
Yeah,
I say we just let's throw them all on the table. All right.
And then we'll come down to 10. So
All right. So let's see, because I guess there's going to be some commonality on here.
of course. And there's some I'd even mention a Wick one because I'm gonna let you choose choose that candidate because
I got one of those on there for you.
out of respect, I'll let you choose the combatant for that.
All right. So you know what? I'm going to go, we'll get Wick off the table right now. I'm going Wick 3.
Wick 3. Oh, okay.
I like
At the dogs.
it does have the dogs. And I like Hunted Wick. I like Wick trying to reclaim his place. The whole Wick 2 was fun. There's some great visuals in Wick 2, and I really take Wick 3 starts at the last 10 minutes of Wick 2.
Yeah, it starts with E Machine on the roof.
It's, I like Wick 3. No, Wick 3 ends with Ian McShane on the roof. Because then you go into 4 and then John's back on the hunt.
Is Wick 3?
Wick 3 is when they're hunting him.
So Wick 3 starts where he's in the desert on the horse, shoots the fucking guy in the head.
He goes to Zanzibar, the whole
and
thing.
just takes out the high table.
It's for no apparent reason. He just, Wick crossed the desert on a horse. Yeah, it's gunslinger type stuff.
There you go.
Very much gunslinger.
Okay.
But then
I'm cool with Wick 3.
It
was 3 or 4.
Him just battling his way back to and getting through the whole.
He gets fucked up in that movie too.
He basically gets exactly. you get to see the pencil.
Yeah.
You get to see a lot of the lore is actually put on Front Street.
Oh, and they do make they make the money make sense a little bit in 3-2, which is nice because that's a super confusing part of the whole world.
Kind of tie in a lot of the elements there. Where
I'm cool with Wick 3.
Yep. So I like 4's amazing.
I do love 4 too. Yeah. I mean, for me, it was going to be 3 or 4. That's why out of respect, I'll let you pick.
4 was originally supposed to be 4 and 5, and they just went and mushed
I do
it.
love 4. The steps. I love that scene.
Oh, it's one of the things we went to do as soon as we got the day we landed in Paris. We went and did the steps and went to Sacré-Cœur.
Did the Wick steps?
Yep. I got a picture on the stairs.
Excellent.
Had to.
Excellent.
So yeah. What do you got?
I'm going to go another one like that has a shit ton of sequels. Most of them are dog shit, but something about Fast and the Furious 5.
That's the one I have on my list.
Oh shit. The Brazil Fast and the Furious 5 stuff. That scene with the movie's awesome from front to back. It's amazing.
Which then they bring up again 5 movies later.
Yes.
It's crazy. And I brought it up, Fast 5, because that's when you got injected with the franchise Viagra.
That's true. Franchise Viagra, The Rock.
Franchise Viagra came in and saved the shit.
That's true.
So, no,
I didn't expect you to have one of those on your list.
No, Fast 5.
Woohoo.
Just for that very reason, because I had lost interest. Like,
Tokyo
Drift did it for me. And
I bought the first
done.
one. The second one was okay. And then I was like, oh, okay, now they're in Tokyo. Fuck
I
this.
mean, but again, you want to talk about a series that it's fucking thin, man.
They are.
It's thin.
They are. But they're popcorn movies.
That's it.
Sit down, stuff popcorn in your throat. But Fast 5 is actually like, just the action scenes in Fast 5 are fucking.
It gave you
all that stuff with dragging the safe at the end is fucking insane.
It gave you Hobbs, and then that gives you your entrance into Momoa showing up as one of my favorite characters that has been in that series.
Yeah. Okay, cool. What do you got next?
Where to go? I am going to go Die Hard with a Vengeance. I'm going 3.
Die Hard 3? Okay.
I'm going 3 for a couple different reasons. One, the Samuel L. Jackson of it all.
Yep.
And 2, you're bringing him back to Hans's bloodline. It's the brother coming after McClane to cover up. And again, just a shitty robbery.
Oh, yeah.
It's a heist.
Yeah, it's a shitty heist movie.
Right? But it feels, we were back at an airport in 2. James from Good Times ain't going to fuck nobody up. There's no way he's taking down McClane. There's something about the whole Eastern European bad guy. Need a little bit of the accent.
A little bit of 80s
Jeremy
and 90s
Irons,
kind of.
Yeah. Just chewing scenery. And you get the little interplay with Samuel L. Jackson and Willis, which is excellent.
Yeah. I kind of had a feeling that was going to be on your list.
That being said, I went back and watched this recently. You're never making this movie today.
Oh, no.
You can't be having him in the sandwich board.
Yes.
There's
no fucking
It is dated as hell, but for the core elements that you brought back in. And I actually considered going the whole Ola Fantastic route and Justin Long and
that movie's not good though.
Because you got the little Kevin clips and stuff like that, but no, it wasn't.
Okay.
It's 3.
There you go. Okay. Next up for me, I'm gonna go I love the Universal Soldier movies.
Oh, nice.
So there's 2 straight to DVD ones. There's Return, which is the one with Goldberg in it.
Yep.
But then there's another one called Reckoning.
I don't know if I watch Reckoning.
Oh, it is fucking fabulous.
I was struggling to get something Van Damme on the list. And I just didn't.
He didn't do a lot of sequels. So if you want to go just straight action movies, he's got a fucking Murder's Row, Bloodsport, Kickboxer, The Quest. Lionheart. I love Van Damme movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, Universal Soldier, you could do Return or Reckoning. Reckoning, I think, is better, but Return has Goldberg and Michael Jai White in it. I think Reckoning has Michael Jai White too, the Seth character.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love those fucking movies.
Excellent. I like that. I'm going to throw, this is harkening back to my father, and throw out one of his all-time favorite action movies. I'm going Rambo, First Blood Part 2.
So Rambo 3.
So no.
No, Rambo 2.
Not
Rambo 2.
Not just Rambo. It's Rambo 2.
Okay, Rambo 2.
First Blood Part 2. Yeah, it was Rambo : First Blood Part 2. And that's when they come. He's already shot up the town. It's been years and years. And then the government comes to send him back into the jungles of Vietnam.
Okay.
So
I'm going to counter program your choice on that one. I had Rambo 2007. Old Man Rambo. Did you watch that shit?
I did.
Like when he turns the gun around on the cutter gun around on the guys in the front of the truck and shit, and the guys like gutting guys in the swamp and everything.
I did.
I liked Old Man Rambo.
I don't know. There's always going to be the image of him coming out of the wall of mud.
Yep.
As the guy's walking by. I mean, he's just taking down people with a giant knife.
Fucking just mows through people in Rambo 2007.
The idea, yeah, because they have to ramp it up. You need more and more.
You need more and more
each time you go. I mean,
Rambo 2 has some great scenes. Rambo's like the one he's got like the gun with the belt, and he's like, obviously he's ripped to shit back then, and
he's
all
ripped
the shots.
Shit. He's got
Rambo 2's all the shots they covered in like Hot Shots Part 2.
Exactly.
All the Weird Al scenes from UHF and shit.
It's the girl he had feelings. The girl he had feelings for. He cuts a piece of her dress off.
Yeah,
and then goes back after. Yeah. He basically goes back into the camp.
And then out of that, we end up getting the Rambo Saturday morning cartoon and the Rambo lunchboxes and the Rambo action figures and shit.
And this was literally a Vietnam vet with PTSD.
They sold that to children.
Basically got fucked within a town and took the entire town out.
Fucking mass murder, basically.
And then he turns into Kane from Kung Fu, just like kind of wanders away.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he kind of like Incredible Hulk.
They come and find him. Yeah.
He Bill Bixby's at the end.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna do a Rambo 2 versus Rambo. We gotta figure that out. I mean, I think I'm leaning towards yours. I get it, but the 2007 was just like,
it was eminently watchable, and it's one of those. Anytime they crank one of those things out, I'll still watch it. Old Man Stallone makes me sad. It would be like if we had tried to take Stallone, and Adonis Creed wants to fight Rocky too.
Yeah.
I mean, no, you can't.
I do like what he does nowadays. Like Tulsa King is fine. Have you watched Tulsa King's fucking amazing.
Yep.
Way better actor than any right to ever turn out to be. Okay.
Little aside, he still has the turtles from Rocky. He has them as pets. They're like 40-something years old.
Holy shit.
Just saw a picture of that online recently, that he still has the 2 turtles.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had Rambo. What's your next one?
My next one... Do we count sports movies as action movies?
I mean, like I would count like Last Boy Scout sports action movie. I would count.
Okay. I can set that one aside.
Sudden Death with Van Damme as a sports action movie.
Yeah, we'll set that one aside. I'm going Lethal Weapon 2.
Lethal Weapon 2. Okay. I knew you had to have one of them on there. That's why I left that. I let you pick that one.
I'm going 2, and I'll tell you why. It's before they started.
Pre-Pesci.
It's before they started fucking with it, where all of a sudden, the show sucks. Throw a baby in it.
Oh yeah.
Or we need another guest.
Wasn't Leo in 2? Quickly, he's quickly in 2, right? Because then 3, it's like he's like part of.
Because this is
3's like when they have him in the car the whole friggin' movie, basically, right?
Hey, fuck you at the drive-through. Yeah,
that's 3, right?
And then you got Chris Rock that shows up later
4,
in it.
Yeah.
It's 2 is just Riggs and Murtaugh back together.
Yeah. Is that who's
you got the retirement talks, and that's the South Africans.
That's when they blow up his house and shit, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's when he rips the house off the hillside.
Yes.
In Hollywood with the truck.
Yeah, shit kind of gets real in 2.
That's the whole diplomatic immunity. They kill the girlfriend and tie her to the pier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Good call. Yeah, we threw up in 2. Yeah. Okay. This one's a cheat because not a lot of people realize this movie is a sequel. So there was a little independent Mexican movie made called El Mariachi.
Nice.
The sequel to El Mariachi is Desperado with Antonio Banderas,
Yeah.
the introduction to Salma Hayek. This movie fucks on so many levels.
Yep.
This movie it's shot beautifully. It's got beautiful music. It's got like prime 20-year-old Salma Hayek sweating the whole fucking movie. It's got your sort of Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo's in there.
And it's got fucking just bullets
Banderas
everywhere.
Is ridiculous.
This movie is this is almost a flawless movie. It's almost there.
I can't argue with this at all. This is one of those ones where there's very few times I'll go back and buy the box set again. When they did the Mariachi Saga, I went and bought that.
Even the Johnny Depp one's not bad.
Yeah. No, I bought all 3.
Yeah.
Depp plays a great villain.
Great bad guy.
Works.
But Desperado, when it came out, was like, it was one of those things that made me stop and go like, what the fuck
El
is this
Mariachi
shit?
is amazing.
It is. It's a great movie.
Robert Rodriguez's first film.
But no one knew about it.
It's, some of us did, but
that was
only
pre-Miramax deal, right? Where he sold it to Miramax after the fact?
It was
his quirks.
Some of us knew it only because he came up at the same time as Kevin and Quentin. So I was a huge Quentin fan.
Okay.
And Robert worked with him
Yes.
all the time. So I
was too young to realize all that shit was going
big
on. Like,
Reservoir Dogs.
I hadn't seen Dogs yet because it was like I wasn't allowed to.
Oh God, the Michael Madsen poster was on my wall in college. The giant, they had like
a little age gap.
Massive wall-size posters from Pulp Fiction.
I just remember Desperado. I went and saw it myself because I had a mustache. I didn't get carded. It was Desperado.
Unbelievable. And those guys then did like 4 rooms together.
Yeah.
Rodriguez directed one room.
Planet Terror, all that shit.
You got, Death Proof and Planet Terror. Yeah.
Proof.
It's
cool. Yeah. So I'm going Desperado. And I'll be fighting hard for this one.
I won't argue with that one at all.
Right. What do you got next?
That's an excellent one. This is so on the nose, but I don't know how you don't put it on there. I'm going T2.
Okay, T2.
For all the reasons. And this is a little bit of an age gap.
T2 was everywhere. It was everything.
It tied in all of your major elements. Guns N' Roses was the biggest band in the world at the time. They're doing the soundtrack for it. You had Prime Arnold. It was really early on in the extensive use of CGI.
It was your first like big special effects blockbuster.
Oh my God. Huge. So to see that
the liquid metal stuff melted my fucking brain.
It was the same idea as when you saw The Matrix the first time. Like, oh my God, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
Like that kind 100%. Of stuff, right?
It was like...
So, and the story ties. It's very organic. It built off the original mythos. And
now we're living it because the AI's taken over.
Oh my God. And you brought back the original crew, like Linda.
Yeah.
It gets a little weird when you go deeper in the Terminator realm.
Oh, they're all trash after this.
But
like, just like shit, like the T-1000 killing the parents and like the fucking, oh, dude, yeah.
And that thing
T2 was up there.
That spawned the pinball machines and video games.
The fucking arcade game.
Arcade games.
I had the Terminator game for the Sega Genesis and Force or the Super 6 if you had a Super Nintendo. You had the shooting game at home.
No, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was. Little aside, Terminator 2 had some of the best toys because you had the T-800 lab where you'd put the little T-800 skeleton in the thing and then pour the goo in it. It would make a little Terminator that you could put clothes on and peel the skin off.
And actually, didn't we just see a Terminator game being sold at...
There's a T2 retro game coming out. Yep. And it looks fucking dope as shit too.
There you go. Arcade 1.
There's and this is probably the worst part of it. I just saw the clip. I think it happened this month. They basically built a T-800 exoskeleton in Japan, and they had a Japanese lady piss it off to the point where it knocked her the fuck out.
Jesus.
So T2, great action movie,
terrifying.
Coming soon as it kills your entire family.
Terrifying.
Yep, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. This one, it's a little, it's a guilty pleasure movie, The Raid 2.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, The Raid is a crazy fucking movie. The Raid 2 is even better. It just amps everything up. It's technically like a Malaysian movie or whatever, but not a lot of people have seen it, but you should go see The Raid 2. Great movie.
I tried like hell to get a Seagal movie in here.
Couldn't do it.
The only thing you can do is Under Siege 2. I scribbled it down and I can't put that one.
I mean, you could go, they were all sequels because they're all the exact same fucking movie. And in that case, I would pick, was it Marked for Death with Screwhead?
I think
when he goes to Jamaica?
Yeah.
It's the best Seagal movie. It's not even fucking close.
I mean, was Under Siege 2 the one with...
The train.
The chick from Baywatch, Erica.
No, that was Under Siege 1. She jumped out of the cake.
Okay.
Fucking great rap on that chick. Under Siege 2, I think it's like, was that Derek Luke? Who's the other cook on the train?
Oh, could be.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
All right. So my next one, down to 2 more on the list here. And just because it's, relevant to what's coming out this summer, I'm going to go Mission Impossible 3.
Oh, okay.
One reason.
I would have went Ghost Protocol, but I get it.
Mission Impossible 3. Philip Seymour Hoffman is still my favorite villain in that entire run.
Yeah.
He was just fucking evil.
Yeah.
Chewing scenery.
He was so good. Poor guy.
Is that the Kerry Russell? Is she the other agent in that?
Might be.
Michelle Monaghan's the love interest. I know that.
Yeah. After 30 of these things, I kind of lost track.
We're on 8 here. So, but you have the whole team established at this point. Ethan is far enough in his career now. And Seymour Hoffman, to this day, I'm curious to see how they wrap this thing up. The stunts keep getting bigger and everything.
Yeah.
Seymour Hoffman is still my favorite.
You're not wrong.
Of the whole thing.
Okay, cool. I went Bourne Ultimatum.
The other one on my list was a Bourne movie. I had Supremacy, but yeah.
Okay, I went Ultimatum.
I don't think you can go wrong with any of the Bourne sequels.
No,
they're
they're all
eminently
fucking
watchable.
great. Yeah.
That's one of those. If any of those movies pop up,
they're
I'm
good.
there. Yeah.
Well, I think Bourne Ultimatum has, because Bourne Ultimatum has the scene. Oh my God, that's Jason Bourne, which is like the best. Every time you see like, I kind of love the fucking internet probably too much. Where you see like some fucking yokel trying to like nunchuck or something like that. Then it clips to, oh my God, that's Jason Bourne. I piss my pants every time. It gets me every time.
And you know what's interesting? The Bourne movies
I'm so easy to
are very
impress.
much a precursor to the Wick movies.
Yeah.
That was kind of like Bourne walked so Wick could run.
Yeah,
kind of a thing.
you take a guy who you wouldn't think would be fucking people up left and right.
Well, and you look at some of the fight scenes too.
God, they're so
You think of the close quarter shit where he's using a magazine to defend himself and shit like that. Like there's a kitchen scene in one of them that's absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah. So my last one, and I don't even know if we can count this as an action movie because it's kind of like a drama, but I just in case, I don't want to leave it out because we've talked so highly over the last couple of years since we got locked in our houses. Maverick. Is it Maverick an action movie?
Yeah, Maverick's an action movie.
I mean,
I don't see how you leave that off the list.
it's a fucking dude. It's such a good. I mean, it's
It's the only
it
reason
might be
you're
the
seeing
best
some of
American
these
movie of the
movies.
last 15 years.
It's unbelievable.
It's, I mean, even still, like, if that, like, I'm flipping through on Reels or whatever, because I play on my phone and shit, because I have ADHD and shit, but if I get that scene when all of a sudden they're just sitting there and briefing and fucking he just starts to test run on his own, instant fucking goosebumps. Might be the best action scene of all time.
It's funny, that test run actually brought me back to a movie that my dad took me to see, old Clint Eastwood movie, Firefox.
Oh, yes, I see Firefox, yeah.
The whole thing of the supersonic, like, stealth fighter.
Yep.
I was having little bits of flashbacks there. Cruise pulled off a magic trick with that movie in so much as he actually brought an entire new generation into the Top Gun universe.
Yeah.
This is something, I think I've told you this offline. It's funny. That's one of my daughter's favorite movies. Harley adores Maverick. She will go in the theater room
fucking good.
and the walls start shaking because she has it cranked up because she wants to hear every plane that flies by. No lie, we were just on a golf vacation, as I told you. We're sitting there, and this course had the coolest thing. We're out at Spanish Bay, and every night at sunset, a bagpiper will start at the first tee and walks down the first fairway and plays the course into sunset, right? Kid could have cared less. We're out on the patio. Heather and I are listening, blah, blah, until the bagpiper started playing the theme music from Top Gun. Do, 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 do. The kid flew out there like, what's that? What is that? Are you kidding me? Like, lost her mind. Yeah.
Fucking love it.
You could not pry her. She was sitting there watching WrestleMania on the bed, for God's sakes. Could have cared. Oh, cool. Somebody in a skirt playing a bagpipe.
Yeah. So
Nope.
did you have one more or you?
No, I tagged up on my Supremacy one was my last one.
So it sounds like we're Maverick's an instant 1 of the 10.
Yep.
It sounds like, so obviously Wick is 1.
Yep.
Since we both had it, Fast and the Furious is 1.
Yep.
I'm going to give you Rambo 2.
Thank you. It's a big one for me.
No, I know. I'm going to give in Lethal Weapon 2. We'll do that one, right?
That's 5.
Okay. I'm pushing hard for Desperado.
Oh, I'd give you Desperado.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That's 6. I got to throw T2 on there.
No, 100% we can go. Yeah, I mean, that was a generational, like, industry-changing movie.
Yep. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I think we have to have a Bourne movie.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to do?
Ultimatum's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll do Ultimatum. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
This is where it gets...
No, I have 8, yeah.
So this is where it gets hard for me because it's... You had your tempo. So your 3 big action stars, your biggest action stars of the 80s were obviously Stallone, Schwarzenegger, and then
Van Damme.
Box office wise, it was Willis.
Oh, that's true.
He was
I mean, I have no
huge.
problem putting Die Hard 3 on here at all. I have no problem with that at all.
I was sitting here trying to decide.
I know we need a Die Hard because I know Die Hard is so special to you. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I think of these things when you look at some of them, right? Like, okay, you go Desperado. That was a 3-movie series, right? Lethal Weapon went 4, 5, 4. 4. Rambo's gone 4. First Blood, Rambo 5.
There was 2 Old Man Rambo movies.
Okay, so yeah, you're
5.
at least 5. The Terminators, forget. lost track because you
We're at
started
7.
Christmas and
We're
you know,
at 165 Fast and the Furious movies.
multiple Bourne Supremacy. Like these are
Yeah.
franchises, right?
Oh, yeah.
Die Hard, Wick, Fast. We're going to be at Fast 11, Fast 12 by the time we're done with this thing.
I know.
And that's kind of
9
why
Mission Impossibles.
I'm kind of leaning towards a Mission Impossible.
I think
for
I'm
the last
gonna
lot,
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give you Mission Impossible.
just because of that. It's
Okay,
These
so-
things generational. 30 years of Mission Impossible.
It is written on the stones. So the 10 FANMandments of action movie sequels.
In no particular order.
No particular order. Fast 5, Desperado, The Bourne Ultimatum, Top Gun Maverick, John Wick 3, Die Hard 3, Rambo 2, Lethal Weapon 2, T2, and Mission Impossible 3.
Love it.
They didn't have a like sub name for that. It was MI3 was what it was called, right? Yeah, MI2, MI3.
I think it was just.
And then I think after that they went to like Ghost Protocol and Reckoning and all that stuff.
we started getting colons and
Colons, yeah.
yeah.
Because he had the gap in years too.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen any of the, and not just because we said so, obviously, but because we said so, if you haven't seen any of those movies, you're fucking really doing yourself a disservice.
These are like the height of popcorn movies.
Oh yeah.
It was just Mission Impossible 3.
Crack a beer, fucking grab some popcorn. I
Not a heavy lift. Oh, I think I'm going back to Desperado.
I might watch Desperado tonight.
Yeah.
I have it on I think I have it on 4K.
I hadn't thought about that in a long, long time.
Yeah, we did all 3 of them once for Athena, and she was like, "Oh, these are fucking dope."
They're so good.
It was interesting. I'm like, "Hey, Athena, you know those Spy Kids movies you like? And now that you're like in your 20, like now that you're like 19, check out the fucking dad from Spy Kids back when in his prime.
You forget how big Banderas was back
He
then.
was a fucking good-looking. He's still a good-looking cat, but he was a fucking monster back then.
He was the good-looking cat in Interview with the Vampire, for Christ's sakes.
Oh yeah, he was.
He was there. I mean, obviously,
Armand.
Pitt, yes. Obviously, Pitt was the icon because you had little tiny Tom Cruise. Because Lestat should have been more than 5'2".
Vampire. Yeah.
God, Christian Slater.
Yeah.
I would love to go back, and this is going to be a shtick at some point.
I can't believe I didn't say Young Guns 2. I'm an asshole. I'm a complete piece of shit. Anyway, whatever.
Had a good Bon Jovi song.
It did. I like Young Guns 1 better though. Maybe that's why.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of anything with Keith.
Oh, one of these days we'll do Western movies.
We'll do some Western movies. We'll do a bunch of that stuff.
We'll do whatever we want to do. So
excellent.
Awesome.
Before we sign off,
Yes.
need to give a shout out to our boy.
Okay.
I'm sure you saw the news. In a rarity, a filmmaker gets to go back to Cannes for a second time.
I did see that. He's taking Dogma. Kevin Smith is taking Dogma.
Dogma has been selected to go back to in the
25
classic
years
music
later.
category, classic movie category. 25 years later, it debuted there.
Yeah.
And now it gets to.
With way less of a shit show, probably because no one gives a shit. But
It was.
it's a different time. You got a fucking American
It's a
Pope for Christ's
different
sake.
time. Yeah, we just heard that. It was a different time, but little respect on the boy's name. He always very self-deprecating.
Oh, of course.
He kind of puts himself down. When you go and you look at the breadth of talent that was in that movie and what he was able to pull together for that and what they ended up doing, and
That'd been a $120 million movie these days.
oh my God, it
All
would
the
be
salaries.
massive. If you had the boys doing Good Will Hunting, and then that's the next one coming off, I mean, God bless. So
Prime Selma Hayek, Chris Rock, Rickman.
right before all of them, I mean, Rickman was already big.
Yeah. Almost
But-
had Emma Thompson.
Right before all those boys popped, they were filming as the boys were winning for Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Right. So you had a tentpole movie with the two golden boys of Hollywood at the time. Right. So yeah, no, it's a hell of an achievement.
Yeah. It was nice to see it again in a theater. I do
It's-
like I do like Dogma, not as much as some other people. Like some
That's
people
my
get a little.
jam.
I know.
That's-
Some people get a little fucking nutty with the Dogma shit. I mean, it's my favorite. To me, Amy's his best movie, but Dogma's right there.
Yeah, I'm a big Amy fan. I always have
It's such a
soft
different
spot.
thing too.
I think part of it too is for me, there's a lot of shared experience with the boss there. The Catholic upbringing, going
Yeah,
to Catholic
yeah.
school the whole way through.
yeah.
You weren't force fed
Oh yeah.
for
No.
as many years. So
Yeah. No.
he basically made a movie with all of our toys that put all of the questions you have as you're growing up in this shit
There you go.
on Front Street, right? So
Yeah. That was way
yeah.
bigger to Star Wars than religion, but
just a little shout out to the boss.
It is, yeah.
Congratulations.
yeah. So that was. Thank you for joining us for the first ever episode of Fan Men Beyond. any we're gonna fine tune stuff. Obviously, we're working on,
Please feedback. Tell us what you liked. Tell us what you didn't. Tell us that we're stupid.
Like even like the intro, like I just kind of used the old one and tweaked it a little bit. But we are working on a full new intro. I have someone 3D animating it for us and everything, and we're gonna try to make it. It took 7 fucking years. We're gonna actually try to make this a real show and a real podcast.
We're working like hell. So
awesome. So thank you so much for joining us again.
Thank you very much, guys.
Wherever you get podcasts, YouTube's gonna be the key. We have Instagram, we have TikTok, all that jazz.
He has TikTok.
Yes, I run the TikTok. Much begrudgingly, I got a TikTok account, but we's on the socials, yo. Hit us up, fam.
Wow.
Is that what the kids say? Wow. On cap or some shit like that?
I have a kid, and I don't think I've ever heard her say that.
I don't
we'll work it
out.
out.
All right. Whatever. Right. Have a good one, everybody.
Later, kids.